Hello guys, welcome to yet another interactive session, and today we are talking about modern love and the youth today. So joining us today is Joyline. She is one of the youth leaders who loves talking to the youth and doing ministry with the youth, mostly youths who are in campus. And let's dive in. Karibu sana Joyline.
Asante.
Just a quick icebreaker. Who is Joyline and why do you love talking to the youth?
Yeah, my name is Joyline Njagi. I'm born again. I'm married to Anthony Njagi. And I love doing ministry to the youth because like Kiswahili inasema samaki mkunje akiwa
mbichi.
Yes, they still have an opportunity to shape their destiny, and it's because I also benefited from the same when I was at that age, and someone walked with me. I grew and got disciples and all that.
So what is that one thing that has inspired you to shape the lives of the youths that we're having today?
I think it is to see the transformation and the impact that happens when someone, especially since I work mostly with college students, campus students, you see someone coming to school so naive, and they are vulnerable and can be taken advantage of, and you work with them and they grow, they become confident, they pursue their dreams, they achieve the purposes God created for them.
In one word, how would you describe today's youth?
I think they are very dynamic. Yes.
They are changing.
Yes.
What is the most common relationship question that the youths have come asking you?
I think mostly is, how do you know this is the one? And paired with that is also, how far is too far?
So maybe if I'd refer you to the first question that you've asked, how do you know that this is the right person for you? How do you know that this is God sent? You know, they say you think that this person is God sent and God does not know this person.
Yeah, that one is not a one answer. It's not a formula. It's a process. It's a process of journeying with God and journeying with people and journeying with yourself to just discover this person, discover what God is saying, discover yourself and see if all these align. Yes.
So what does modern love mean to a young person?
I think right now when I observe, I see it looking like excitement, looking like fun, looking like, you know, doing things that are amazing. Yeah, that's kind of how people portray, like having that person you are enjoying life with, who is treating you, is spoiling you. You're crazy together. Yeah. That's how it looks like for most of the young people right now.
Do you think that the youth of today, they fall in love faster or they fall in love slower compared to our parents or the earlier days?
I can say compared to our time, now that I'm no longer so young, I would say I can't say falling in love faster or slower, because really there's no measure of saying now this is the meter. But I would say that nowadays there's a trend of getting in and out so fast.
It's like a contract.
Yes, someone enters shortly, they feel like I'm not feeling it, anasema anaoga anarudi soko. So it's like people, the commitment is not as deep. People are not taking so much time to really ask themselves, is this it? If they're not feeling it, you know, it's about feelings, it's about experiences more than convictions, and really looking ahead, like I'm looking for a life partner.
So are young people paying much value into love, or it's just like tumetoana soko, kuja tumalizie, tukikuwa mbaya turudi soko tena?
Of course, when they are getting into it, they feel like it's love. But now it's just that even their own, I would say, principles or convictions concerning the area of love are still very shallow. So sometimes what they think is love is not. And then they find out quickly it's not working and they abandon it and go back again. So I think what's lacking is where most of the young people have not taken time to understand truly what does this and what is love, what is expected of me, what am I looking for, what is God saying, and so that I don't jump in and out because I don't know what I'm looking for. Because if you are headed somewhere and you don't know where you're going, you don't have a goal.
Yeah.
Anywhere is a rival. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that social media has come to enhance the art of love among the youth, or it has come to kill the love?
It has done both.
It has done both.
Yes, I can't vilify social media. There's so much good content online that can build someone up if they're interested. But also social media has provided a platform where unrealistic love is portrayed. And because we can filter and edit and all that, we just admire you, but we don't know the backstory. And everyone is like, I want to be like that. Yeah.
How unrealistic is this love that I can just say this is real love and this is infatuation?
Yeah, as I had said earlier, that would need for you to have grown to the point of distinguishing the two.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, most young people are still not yet there, because now, again, they are being shaped by what they see online, and most of what happens online is not very authentic.
Yeah.
A good percentage of it. So you find that they are just looking to live life like an influencer, but that's not what. Hata huyo influencer ukimuuliza, their day-to-day life is not like that.
Yeah.
There's so much that they are not showing. So that really affects. And you find that people now live a life that's not realistic. It's an ideal life that is not workable.
Yeah.
Of course, the other aspect of infatuation is about looking at someone and being obsessed with them, and you know so little about them.
Yeah.
You just look like they're beautiful, wow, they seem amazing, and you're like, I want this person. But really, it's like the story of Tamar and the brother in the Bible.
Yeah.
He looked at her and he wanted her, but after that he hated her because it wasn't solid. It was an obsession.
Yeah.
That's how infatuation works.
So in the modern world, like we have today, we have a lot of dating apps. We have apps whereby people go and meet with people maybe from different countries in the same country. And people, do we have people who have found true love in these dating apps, or are dating apps here to make people just have fun?
Yeah, maybe both. I don't have a personal experience on it. I don't even know actually someone personally. But of course, what you see online, some people claim that they found their life partners online. But I also know that there are a lot of heartbreaks on those platforms because you just know someone to the level of what they have shown you and told you. You don't know them on a kawaida setting. Yeah.
So how do the youths today confuse love with infatuation?
Yeah, they confuse it because infatuation actually comes with feelings, and you actually are almost convinced that this is the one because you feel like you're thinking about them all the time. Everything about them is amazing. So that can be confusing. It can be confusing for anyone to feel like I'm so attracted to this person. Only that now, if you are well guided, then you will know how to step back and analyze and say, okay, now without all these feelings, is there something solid there? Is there something that is worth building? Ama it's just surface feelings? And the sad part is that most people now make decisions based on feelings. Yeah.
So is it possible to love someone instantly? They say love at first sight. I just see you and I just love you the first time I've seen you.
Yeah, it's possible. My husband claims so.
So yours is a product of first love.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't for me, but for him it was. Yeah, I think I don't know whether to call it first love. I would say that attraction that gives you a starting point. If I define love for real, I don't think that is really love as at that time, because you're just looking at someone and you're like, wow, that person looks amazing. I would want to know them. And you take a step to approach them. So if it materializes to become love, then you can actually now say it was love at first sight. But if it didn't, no, you see, you can't really say it was love at first sight as at that time. Yeah.
So what are these cues to look for in a person and know this relationship of ours is truly genuine love?
Now, I don't know whether you want to hear it from a believer's point of view or a general person's point of view, because for us believers, you know, for sure the Bible is very clear about not being yoked equally with non-believers. And so before anything, that's the baseline. That's where we start the conversation before we analyze anything else. Are our faiths aligning? And if you want to go even more, is that it's not just about going to church. It's, does this person have a personal relationship with Christ? What are their values? What do they stand for? And of course, sometimes someone can just tell you that, but you need actually to be able to observe those values lived out. In day-to-day life, you can be in a restaurant and see, how do they speak to the waiter? You could be, do they say please, thank you, like simple courtesy things. It shows values. The things you do unknowingly, unconsciously. It shows what you believe in, what you stand for, your convictions. And for me, those are the most important things, because beauty, outward things, money, fashion, those are things we can grow into. But when all is said and done, what is important is looking at the person, what's their character. You know, do they also just say that they are born again, but their character is not consistent? Do they honor God in every way? And you know, that goes even into the aspect of immorality. Some people do not see the importance of how the Bible is very clear on boundaries, that before marriage, you're not supposed to indulge in certain things. And so, is this person striving towards that? And if for a lady, if someone honors me, and respects me when I'm just a girl, then I can have some level of confidence that they will keep their commitment in marriage. But if they feel like I can't wait, then what gives me so much confidence to enter into a lifetime relationship with someone who cannot exercise self-control? It becomes a bit tricky.
Now talk from the other point of view.
Now, from the other point of view, still, even for non-believers, they still want a solid person. They still want someone dependable, someone you can count on, someone of it. You don't want to be with someone where uko na wasiwasi. Where are they? What are they doing? What is their commitment? You want someone you can count on, someone you can build a life with. You know, like, I'm a parent. I don't want to be with someone where I'm not sure whether we are raising these children together until they are, you know. I want some solid, dependable traits. And character cuts across. Do you know even a thief is looking for someone with integrity? Even the people in clubs, they tell you they have fun with whoever they find there. But when they were looking for a life partner,
they go outside.
They are not looking for someone who is clubbing there. Because everyone is looking for something good. So irregardless, someone who is good, someone who is dependable, who has commitment and convictions. When unajua huyu mtu wadi yake anaamini. Si mtu mwenye atasema hii leo, kesho ataniambia ananipenda, then aambie mwingine nampata na chat na 5 more people.
It's quite a stress.
It cuts across.
So maybe we are dating, and what are these red flags that people ignore in a relationship that come to be the real killer when they get to marriage?
Character again. We come back to don't ignore things. Don't ignore things like lying, like someone's expenses, like the way they spend their money, the way they treat their parents, the way they speak to the other gender, anger. Kama mtu anakushautia if you are dating, that's probably they don't want to work on it. It will just amplify. Actually, they say that when you meet someone at the dating stage, that is the best version of themselves. Like they are putting forth their best foot forward. Like
to show them.
Anataka kujionesha the best. And if the best is still below average, what happens when you enter marriage? Everything amplifies. If they love God, ata strive to grow. But kama alikuwa ako mtu mwenye unfaithful and all that mkidate, don't wait for a miracle when you enter marriage. So those things, those are red flags. Someone's like emotional intelligence, how do they handle others? How do they show maturity? Are they the kind of person who you become embarrassed by how they conduct themselves?
You can't really have them by your side. And
I usually say don't excuse someone's behavior. Call out a behavior. Don't tolerate at him. You don't have power to change anyone. Only God can change anyone. So if you are willing to, I'm willing to live with this behavior, just be ready for it. If for one reason or another they change, God transform their lives, then you benefit more. But don't go excusing bad behavior and expecting that somehow miraculously all that will disappear without this person working on it.
So, how does this infatuation lead to love eventually sometimes, or it's just obsession?
It's hard to make claims without statistics, because now once one person's story
it's different.
It's another person's story. But personally, I wouldn't say infatuation really is a good foundation for anything, because infatuation is different from being attracted to someone. Infatuation is an obsession that is anchored on weird things, like anchored on appearance, anchored on dressing. Yes, it is not anchored on anything solid. So the likelihood of it maturing is a bit, unless those people now become intentional to say, hey, look, is there something here that we need to build and talk about and see?
You've mentioned of believers and unbelievers. So does it mean that if I am a believer, I cannot date an unbeliever? Or let's say I date them and then maybe change them into being a believer?
No, you don't have power to change anyone, only Christ.
I can preach to them.
Yes, you can, but really you can't base your relationship based on the hope that they will be convicted and get born again. It's not your place to tell. Only God can say, this one I'm saving. You don't have that. You're not God. You cannot see that and say, nitaendelea kumpreachia, by this time atakuwa amebadilika. So if you enter into a relationship with someone who is not born again, some people are married to such people. You can only pray and hope, but really just be ready that what if they never
changed.
So be ready to live with that. I think they say hope for the best, expect the worst. It's good to go knowing that this is what I chose. I'm willing to live with it. So if they never change, because I rarely see people who change. There are people who get born again along the way, but as I said, you don't have the monopoly of knowledge.
You can't change.
Yes, and for us, obedience is key from the word go, knowing that by choosing an unbeliever, actually I'm disobeying God.
And what if this person goes to church X and I go to church Y? Let's say a different denomination. Can that work?
Yeah, it can. Sometimes it depends. It depends on which denomination is that. For example, one person goes to, sorry to mention names like Repentance and Holiness, and the other person is going to maybe Catholic. The common meeting ground is quite a bit, even the dress code itself is quite different. You will need to really, and the good thing is that those are conversations that you should take it seriously before you enter into commitment with someone, because a person you enter into a relationship, especially a lifetime one, that person has so much power over your life, whether you like it or not. They can either cause you to grow or they can destroy you. So don't take it lightly. Don't put yourself with responsibilities of changing someone. Don't say that I'm going to work on their character. It's not your place. It's their personal responsibility to do that. And so I would say that tread very carefully there. Look at what is the core things you believe in. Kuna common denominations are many, but there's something common, because that's, if we all believe in the Bible, what do we believe in the Bible? What are our doctrines? Do our doctrines align? So that we don't get into a scenario, someone goes to church on Saturday, another one goes to church on Sunday, they don't agree, everyone feels their religion is better than the other, and it creates more conflict. Of course, I know there are families who are still working like that, but I'm sure it's not a smooth hill. You'd rather have a place where you align, because imagine even bringing kids to this chaos and saying every day, now who goes with mommy, who goes with daddy? You confuse them. So it is good that you just align, because in a long-term relationship of union, especially in marriage, you want to be able to flow together. You don't want to have things that are pulling you apart.
There is this trend that is going online, NGBV. Do you think that these are the things that we could have seen when we are dating, and see this person is quite violent, such that when these people get to marriage, this person has become too violent and goes to the extent of maybe demolding the face and doing things that are very unusual?
Yeah, it's a sad reality, gender-based violence. There are always telltale signs. There are always telltale signs. It's just that sometimes when people are in love, they tend to be blind to many things.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to work with people, seek accountability, seek mentors,
Yeah.
have people look at that person in a way that you're not. Ask someone who you trust, is there something you see in this person that I'm not able to see because I love them? Because someone who is violent, you will find that probably they were very controlling.
At the dating stage.
Yes, when at the dating stage. They wanted to know what you're doing at all times. They want you to stay by their side. They don't want to see you talking to another boy. They tend to control your life. That's a telltale sign. They have anger issues. Kitu kidogo hivi, they have blown up, and you're wondering, this thing was just so little. How did we get into this level? That should tell you something. Some people use also the background where they have come from. They have gone through a lot of trauma and they have never gotten help.
Yeah.
So maybe their own parents were abusive to them. And even though, yes, you can turn out different from your parents, but sometimes there's a journey that you need to go to heal so that, do you know, it's so funny. Most people say that I don't want to be like my mother, I don't want to be like my father, and they end up being like that. Because they never addressed those things.
Yeah.
They just denied it, but it kept on, because that's all they grew up seeing.
Yeah.
They see that a man should behave like this. Mwanaume akiingia kwa nyumba, a woman should behave like this. And then they're married to someone who came from a background of the father was cooking for them, you know. So you see, those are two different, and it needs to be addressed so that we come, so that mtu asifike mahali ana react unnecessarily.
And there's this common question. Do we date for love or I date for the money? Because people say there's no need, I date you for love and you don't have money. Or I date you, you have money and you don't love me. There's no way I'll come, maybe I go to have a relationship with someone, yet they can't provide for basic needs. So should I go for I date for love or I date for money?
Now you're asking as a girl. Yeah, because if a man is saying that, you see, that is a different story. Me, I'm very traditional on that opinion, because money is something that's unstable. Actually, the Bible says literally, like, wealth grows wings and flies away. You can meet someone today, they are well-to-do, they have a good job, good assets and all that. And then you commit to them based on their current status.
Yeah.
And then they lose that job, or they become sick and incapacitated, and then suddenly
they are unable to.
Yeah, or even they pass on.
Yeah.
And you base your relationship on their material status. It is very unstable. It is. I know many people say, "Oh, I'd rather cry in a Mercedes than laugh on a motorbike." Those are now how the society is shaping people's convictions on marriage, based on wrong things. There's nothing wrong with looking for someone who is stable or someone who has the potential to provide. It is okay. It's not a bad thing. But let not that be the first thing you're looking at in a person.
So what should I be looking for then, if not for money?
Look at the person, even their vision. Look at their work ethics. Huyu mtu akona future, like in terms of what are they planning? What are they saying? I'm working hard to build this. I'm working hard to do that, you know. Because maybe at the point of meeting them, for example, I deal with students. Really, you expect a students to be financially stable. Atoe wapi pesa. But they are at school because they are working at a career. You can see that they have dreams. You know, they are building onto something. So do you write them off because they are not financially stable at that time? No. Careers take time to build. Equally yours. And for me, as a lady, I discourage women actually who look at a man as a source of provision. I personally look unto God for source of provision. Because what happens to me when that man is not in the picture? What if akiniruka? Because actually, if you eye someone for their material wealth, you're not the only one eyeing them. And if they know that you are with them because of his money, you are their puppet. Because they feel they can do anything. What can you do? I am the one with the money. So, but if you look at someone because they value you, they treasure you, they honor God. In fact, loving you is because they are obeying God. And you submitting to them because you are obeying God. You see, you're building a relationship based on values that are not dependent on money. They're not dependent on health. Because look at this. Sometimes bad things happen. people lose jobs. Na career kabisa inaenda ikiendanga haitairudi.
Yeah.
Businesses crash. Cars are stolen. Houses burn. I mean, those things happen.
do happen, yeah.
You build your entire life on a material thing that can disappear any minute. You remain miserable, and then now you can't tolerate this person because hauko unampenda.
Yeah.
You are not ready to commit to them on a lifetime. You are committing to their money. Yeah, it's sad.
There's this notion that goes on today that yes, in as much as women are meant to be submissive in the relationship and eventually in the marriage, it comes like, how do we differentiate between submission and being disrespected? Where do I draw the line and say, now you have disrespected me and I've been submissive to you?
Yeah, I know the word submission, it is becoming so unpopular,
yeah,
especially with us empowered women, and we feel like I can't want to submit to someone.
Yeah.
But you know, for us, we are doing it because first of all, we are believers, and we value the word of God, that God was not wrong by saying the man is the head of the family. And let me tell you, that thing is true. We might dehumanize men and make them look like I'm earning more and all that. But God has a reason why he gave them the authority of being the head.
Yeah.
Secondly, is that the person you are with, that makes a whole difference. Because submission does not mean slavery. It doesn't mean that my opinion doesn't count. It doesn't mean that I have no say. Submission is that I honor your authority. The way I honor God is that he is the head. I don't look at God as someone who takes advantage of me. I don't look at God as someone who does not look out at my best interest. In fact, we might look at submission and feel like, oh, we are getting the short end of the thing. But actually, men are called for more. Yeah. Do you know that the Bible says men should be ready to lay down their lives for their wives? I mean, gani ni ngumu.
Amazing.
Mtu anafaa kuteka a bullet for me.
But
they're
can
supposed
they
to
really?
protect, and I mean, okay, maybe it's a hard thing to do. The same way, it's not easy to submit if you look at it from the point of stacking mtu akwe na say over my life. But remember, if you get into the right relationship with the right person, someone who loves you the way Christ loved the church does not take advantage of you. In fact, they put your interest ahead of theirs. So submitting to them is not even a hard thing.
Yeah.
And the same way, if I am the kind of woman, a godly woman, then I am a woman who respects my husband. Yeah. I honor him. I go out of my way to be like a Proverbs 31 woman. And I know that I am with the right person. I'm not doing it because I'm seeking favor. I'm doing it because it brings me joy to be submitted to him. So, it depends on how you look. If you look at submission negatively, you will not do it. But if you look at it from the point of I'm honoring God by doing this, and that God has blessed me with such a good person, I don't struggle to honor them. In fact, I am happy personally. Let me now say my own example. Yeah. I have no problem submitting my husband because it makes my life so easy. Yeah. Who wants to be stressed over being the head of the family? No one. Protecting, providing, I am there to be taken care of. Yeah. And I submit. If there's a hard decision, we discuss. He seeks my opinion, but he has the final say. So ikienda mrama, he takes also the fall because he's the final say.
You'll be like, nilikukataza.
It is
the relationships that we have today. That one major challenge that is facing the relationships we are having among the youth.
I would say that building in wrong foundations. Relationships most of the time nowadays, people, the things they are looking for, the things they imagine that an ideal relationship should be on, they are just so far-fetched, like vitu zenye haziko realistic, or they don't have a solid foundation. A solid foundation is lacking in many, and that goes into their personal growth. You see, someone is jumping into a relationship, but they themselves, they're not mature to handle the responsibility that comes with a relationship.
So let's get back to you. You've said you've been married for quite a number of years. What is that one thing that has kept you going in your marriage, that we all see and admire the marriage that you have?
It's not one thing, but the greatest
a lot of things.
Yeah, the greatest thing, honestly, I can say God has really graced us. Yeah. And this is not just for the sake of saying ni God manze. Actually, ni God. Yeah, because we live in a society that there's so much evil that is around us. But God is so interested in seeing marriages work because it is the one who initiated this institution. And as we continually submit to him, he actually takes care of us. He protects us from so much. And I feel like when I look back, I can't say that we were the best of people.
No.
We can't say that. But back by then when we were dating, we didn't even look like people were promising. Like people.
It was just dating.
Like, yeah, we were not amazing in any way. Now, squeezy, like people, they have dated for 6 months. They're already doing photo shoots, amazing anniversaries and all that.
Isn't that a long time to do a photo shoot? I mean, it's an achievement.
Yeah, but like I feel like we are dwelling on the minors.
Yeah.
And avoiding the major things. You know, see, back then when we were dating, we used to pray and fast.
Oh.
We used to visit older people who were married to teach us. We used to really read books, seek counsel, because we were like, we want to learn as much. We want to get it right as we enter this institution. And very little of the glamour, very little. In fact, you could rarely find us at walking, like, you know, I could see in campus, when we were in campus, people holding hands, doing shopping together. We never did those things. Cooking together. Msichana unaona sasa amecamp kwa jamaa yake anamfulia. I never did that.
Sure.
Why should I? I was not his wife. Dating is about knowing each other and seeing that is God approving this.
So it's a crime for a girlfriend to wash her man's clothes.
I don't want to say a crime, but really, why are you taking over wife duties when
you are just a girlfriend?
What if this ends and you have invested so much of? Okay. Basically, I'm not for that. I'm not for the aspect of a man, like a young man, using the little support they get from their parents to refill my gas, to pay my rent. No, I should also learn to live in my singlehood, to trust God to provide for me, to learn how to hustle like every other person, rather than depend on a man. And
I think with that comes the issue of contentment with what the two of you can provide or what you have. We find that nowadays we find ladies, they no longer date their age mates. We are going for wababas. How do you think this is going for us in the future?
No, it's not good. Of course, I know we are trying to follow the unrealistic influencers that shape our lives. The online life that is out there, people you see, kama ni skincare, kama ni nini, where are you going to get money for all those things? And your age mates, they are still students like you, depending on their parents. No parent will provide money for all that. So that's why you see now, many young ladies are going for now, people are working already. I mean, and those things, they come at a cost. If someone who is working and is not married, huyo mtu kwanza, nafaa kujiuliza, why are they not married? What is happening with their life? Why are they interested in me? So most of the time you find that they are the kind of people who want to take advantage and move on. Enjoy and move on. They are not there for the long run.
So maybe if, in conclusion to what we've just been discussing, what advice would you give to these young lads and ladies out there who are dating or who are seeking to find love that is purposeful for marriage?
I would say understand what love is. I would say understand what love is. Love is more than feelings. Love is more than emotions. Love is more than physical attraction. Love is more than how you make me feel. Actually, love is kind. Love is a sacrifice. Love, the Bible says, it's as strong as death. Love is a long-term commitment of saying that I choose this person even when I don't feel so great about them sometimes. Love is a commitment. Love is a verb. It's doing. It's not expressions of how am I feeling today. Feelings fluctuate. Even as who are married, it's not like every day you wake up and you feel amazing about your partner. Feelings fluctuate. But commitment is steady. I choose you every day. Commitment is steady. So get to understand what love is. When you get to understand what love is, then you will learn to distinguish the fake from the genuine. And sometimes the genuine one might not look glamorous. Might not come in a well-dressed person. Might not come in a person who is doing well financially. But it will come in someone who is stable in terms of their character, in terms of their values, in terms of their convictions. You know, a simple thing as someone who protects you from yourself. Like who tells you that, I know you want certain things, but they are not good for you right now. Let us be patient. That is love. Love that is looking out for your best interest. They are saying that right now, you see these things that unani pressure tufanye, it is not the right thing. Let us be patient. Good things come when you wait. That now is love.
So maybe to that one youth who's there outside there and waiting for maybe to find the right person and the right partner for them for marriage, what will you tell them? What are they supposed to be doing to show that they are preparing for that person who is preparing to get married?
Yeah, I would say first, work on yourself. Don't look for someone to come and make you happy. Ask yourself, are you able to make another person happy? Work on your spiritual life, work on your social life, work on baggage that you have from your background, work on your traumas. Really grow yourself to be the kind of person you want to meet. If you want to meet the right person, are you the right person? Work for it. And then secondly, trust the Lord. Pray. Kama kuna kitu unafaa kuombea, we pray a lot for provision. Pray for your life partner, because this is someone who will have a lot of influence in your life. They can make or break you. Look at even the current trending news of what's happening right now. Someone could be successful, but relationships, it's the undoing of their life. So don't take it casually. Seek the Lord about this area of your life as you grow yourself to be the best person that if you are to meet you, you'll be interested.
Asante sana, Joyline, for having shared with us such a powerful and insightful talk. And we have unpacked the modern love among the youths and the challenges that you're facing in this modern love and how to differentiate between love and infatuation. So remember that if you want that right partner, always pray and be prepared for them as you work on yourself. It has been an insightful journey and session here at Dimpact TV. Follow us for more at social or across all our social media platforms at Dimpact TV. It's a bye for now.